gonna say, give me a few seconds. Give me a mind. Give me, like, give me. I don't know what, but I was meant to say, like, give me, I don't know, like a minus second or something. I don't know, and I was like, give me a minor. I'm like, whoa, that's not, that just came out wrong. Give me a minute. Because I was trying to friggin' turn the
Out of
Wi-Fi
all
off
the
my phone and.
out of all the
Give
fucking
me a
stuff that happened this week, you say
minute.
that like
I know,
goddamn.
fucking. I think that's mostly why I was thinking about it because what's been going on with was it Mr. Beast that ex fucking well now ex freaking co-host
Mm,
content creator all that nonsense going on. And I've
mm.
only dabbled briefly into it, but it's been going on for a bit. But I think before we get any further, let's get the intro out of the way so we can get into all the crazy stuff. What's up, beards and beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bird Podcast. Trying to keep the energy high,
Yes.
but within a reason because I've got a headache that's coming and going, and it's making me very uncomfortable. And then whatever I had for dinner is making me feel a bit upset
Yes.
as well. So I don't want to.
A bit there.
Yeah, so it's everything's going on at once. But yeah, so yeah, there's been a lot of crazy shit going on lately, and fucking yeah, what's it Chris Ava, whatever Aya, well, I can't remember what the fuck they call themselves now, but it was Chris. So Chris from the crew of Mr.
Yes.
Beast. I mean, there's been some stuff going on for a little bit now,
He was
technically.
like the second hand man, wasn't he? Like god
Basically,
damn,
yeah,
like
and then second-hand woman. But they had
yeah. I was like, I was so confused. I'm like, who the hell is that? Until just then, I clicked and went,
but
huh.
I know it's weird because there's been stuff people have been bringing up on him for a while, so people have been on that topic talking about him. But I guess
Yeah, but I think
for
now
whatever
is
reason, it must have
evidence.
been more of it was brought forward to Mr. Beast, and he's like brought it up and is like, okay, this is getting a bit out of hand. There seems to be more actual evidence to this situation, and because I
Mhm.
saw the post where he's saying he's having his team look into it, like legal team and stuff looking
Right.
into it, like do some make sure it's actually
Which
officially
which
is
makes
proper.
sense.
So at this time they've been stepped down from the crew, and while he's doing investigations to make sure that it is actually legit, not just
He's
he
not going back.
doesn't want to just like fire someone straight up out of nowhere without actually having probable cause. At least he's checking, to make sure. But
No,
it's
there
pretty evident.
is.
Yeah, pretty evident.
I was gonna watch
Everyone's talking
like
about it.
40 minutes of evidence. I'm like, no, I don't
It's too
care. Like
much. Like
it's disgusting behavior. Don't
I've
fucking
been
do it.
watching it on and off for a bit, so it's
Like,
been coming and going like for a while. I've been seeing little videos pop up of them
oh,
like,
shadow of Doctor Disrespect though,
yeah, off before that. Jesus Christ, plenty of
and
time
now
before that.
everyone else is getting outed.
But it's been happening on and off for a while,
No, but like
honestly.
now everyone's getting outed now.
Mm. I guess more so like that's
Yeah, but not to this fucking scale.
yeah. I guess it just I know everyone's cleaning house because that's the latest joke, which was pretty funny. It's
Yeah,
just like
which they
everyone's
fucking
been
should get the dirty cunts out of there.
the trending joke is now it's if you're a like a top YouTuber with a million subscribers, because everyone's making the joke going, oh, I've hit a million subscribers, time to contact a minor. It's like, bro, like everyone's been making that joke because it's like it's now the in thing, because if you look at it, it's all
I
the big
wouldn't even make
YouTubers.
that joke because they
It's the
could say it's a joke, but are they fucking joking?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing because it's now coming out that there's so many of these big YouTubers, like it's a lot now that have been having minor altercations. It's just like
Hmm.
fuck, like
That's why
there's a
a
lot
lot
of it.
quit as well, though.
Mm.
Don't forget people just
Because
who walked away for no reason.
if you remember, like the I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I think we all know why.
Well, there's so Doctor Disrespect had his issues. We've got Chris having issues. There's been a few others I can't remember off by heart. Like I think it was like
He's still
Dream.
not back yet. I don't think he's coming back at all.
Who's that Disrespect?
I don't know who that is.
No, I was saying Doctor Disrespect. He's only had like a month break so far. He said he was having a couple of months break. It's only been like a month so far. He's had off, so we've got to
No, I
wait and
think it'd
see.
be a lot longer than that.
So if it gets to the 6 month mark, like the end of the year, and he's not back, I don't think he's coming back.
Mm.
There was Dream. I think it was Dream. I
I
think
don't think
was
he'll be
another
back at
one
all.
that had an issue. There
I
was.
don't know who that is. I've never heard of
I
him.
think it was Mini. I don't hate me for it if you're listening. Mini Lad. I think it was Mini Lad. No, was it Mini Lad? No, it was someone else. There was like, cause there's a group. There's like Vanos Gaming, and there's like Nogla. There's like a bunch of people that used to do GTA stuff. And one of them in that group, he had issues as well. He did the exact same thing. He was like talking to friggin'
GTA is the big one because.
So there's like all these like a lot of it's happened to a lot of people. Well, not like
That
a lot of
community
people
is
doing it.
mostly fucking underages.
So, oh, yeah, it's not just that. It's just it's you don't know where it's gonna come from. That's the thing. You can't.
No, but there's a lot of underages who play GTA because it's
Oh,
fucking,
there's a lot of it's a lot of underage
you
in
know,
every
edgy
game.
or some shit.
It's everywhere. You're not gonna like not come across kids.
Not in Rocket League, thank fuck.
Oh no, there's kids playing Rocket League. It's just there's no comms. That's the
Actually,
difference.
oh yeah, they're fucking mouthy ones, but other than
You gotta remember that
that,
there's no real comms except for like the chat. But like I say, you're not gonna be able to not play a game and not come across kids. Like everyone's playing games. You know what I mean? You can't be like.
oh,
It's
there's plenty of them.
so you know.
Most aren't online though.
So yeah, well, that's exactly. Well, I mean that kind of makes sense. Of course, kids aren't on. You're not going to come across kids on those games because they're offline games. Like that's what.
Exactly.
Like it's you know it's but it's just crazy. Like
Hence why I don't play fucking Roblox. That's fucking infested with them.
I mean, you're not going to be able to avoid kids in
Infested with
gaming.
them.
It's just you don't go around being like, "Hey, kitty,
No.
I want to touch you." Like, what the fuck? You want to meet up and hang out at a
They
club?
clearly fucking do.
It's like, what the fuck? You don't do like that's not that's not what you're there to
Yeah,
play games,
no.
not play kids. Like, fuck me. Like, I don't know. It's just fucking. It's just crazy.
It's just all wrong. Or she'll go to jail for some form of
But
punishment.
yeah, it's just fucking crazy. It's gonna always keep coming out. Like it's and now the fact that
It's pretty much being a pedophile. Like it pretty much literally
grooming, yeah.
is being a
It
being a
is.
pedo.
It is. It's not like it's not. Like it is. It's in that category. They are underage.
Even just saying what they said to him, it's still bad.
Yeah, that's part of.
That's
Yeah,
fucking,
it's yeah.
yeah, they're still getting jail time of some kind.
It's just because of it because it's media these days,
Because
and it's
they won't fucking learn.
it's easier access for them for everyone to, you know what I mean. In this day and age, it's easier for people to fucking
Yeah,
creeps to get around because it's fucking easy access at the fingertips.
easier not to either.
Mm.
You know what it's called? Don't be a thirsty motherfucker.
that's that's a different relate. That's a different what? That's
Is it though?
There's a different Oh
Why
my
else would
god!
you text a fucking minor like that?
It's not about being. It's just them
Creepy
being
cunts.
creepy. Yeah, it's creepy. That's a different. That's a different category. There's plenty of people that are always thirsty on the internet. That's how fucking, sex sells. That's the same thing. Like that's that thing, But like that's completely different. Like
It's
that's
all
not
in
in their
one
right
fucking
mind.
category.
No, what? How is it? What? Wait, how is that in the same
Don't
category?
worry.
How is that in the same category? One's adults, one's a yeah. That's not the same category. That's not the same thing. My God, fuck.
Don't worry. Why are there birds on Google on a skateboard going back and forwards?
Is it skateboard?
I've been watching that. Just I don't know. It's like,
I don't know, something to do with. I don't
what
know.
significance does that have to Google?
What the craziest thing is, it's fucking Olympic season and it started off
But
fucking like shit.
fucking
Fucking what?
yeah, fucking Twitter. That's all that's been on there.
The Olympics?
Fucking Olympics. Yes.
The Olympics started. Before it even started, though, did you see all the news of everything that went just to shit before the Olympics started?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's cutting out. It's cutting in. It's
Yeah.
cutting out. Oh God, it's dropping. Why is it doing this?
Zero open ceremony.
Oh God, I cannot hear a single thing. This.
On Twitter.
What is going on with the internet? Oh my God!
Like one of the head.
The internet's having a fucking fit.
to open. Yeah, issues, my boy. You have issues, my boy.
Oh, it's having major issues. It's just dropping out of nowhere. No one's on the internet. No one should be on the network. You're not on the network, are you?
Yeah, that was. Oh,
Gave up on it. It was annoying.
It's spazzing out.
Yeah, I disconnected. It was
Oh
annoying.
my god. Now it's fucking better.
everyone's on the network.
I know. I don't know why it's fucking having a fit. It's like no one connected to
Everyone's
it.
on the network.
No devices. There should be no devices anyway. I'm gonna check. Literally while I'm sitting here, I'm gonna check right now. See if anyone is on the network. Open Wi-Fi settings. I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm the only one connected to it now.
Back row.
Initially,
weird.
while I'm sitting here, I'm going to check right now on the podcast what's going on with the Wi-Fi network and see what's happening.
And don't
There
forget
are
the wind can also do it.
5
If it's,
devices
if it's
online.
windy and stuff like that.
8 devices found, but there are 5 devices online. 3 of them are offline. So that's why there's 8. It says it's mildly secure.
But I'll say it now that I have no pickup this week at all.
It's saying the PlayStation's on. That's why.
Which I'm sad because I was going to grab that Flintlock game. The game looks fun.
Flintlock, yeah.
Hey.
Flintlock.
And also, I have something to say about that.
Yeah.
If you play on normal or hard or normal or medium, whatever it is, you get achievements, trophies. But if you put on story mode, all achievements and trophies are blocked.
Wait, what? So if you put
Like
on
them,
easy,
them devs blocked achievements and that if you play on story difficulty.
that's so stupid.
Which I think's kind of a shit move.
Yeah, that is. That's real fucking shit.
Yeah, but what if someone can't play like medium or hard? Like,
Yeah, they want to play it on easy. That's just
what
kind
if someone can't play them, but they want to play and earn the achievements? Like,
hopefully they patch that.
you can't.
Hopefully
What
they
a dog
patch that.
water that is. Like,
Yeah, that's like a real shitty move. Like that's just bad.
and yeah, I've seen people defending it.
Yeah, no, that's not a good thing to defend.
I've seen people saying achievements should be hard. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't
Have
mean they
tier
can't be
achievements.
earnable in story mode.
Yeah, like don't have like all achievements turned off. Like have majority that you can get access to in any difficulty, and then have those select few that you have for like
I
the
don't
high
get the
tiers.
reasoning.
You know what I mean? Like most games do. It's like, oh, you can get all these base ones, but there's like 5 that are designed for you to do in medium or in hard, so that you make it a bit more of a challenge to get those final few. Like do that.
Like COD has the veteran trophy.
Yeah. So like
doing
that's
on veteran, but easy mode.
yeah, completely just getting rid of them all.
They have nothing
Altogether in easy mode. Like that's a bit of a dick move. That's just like fuck you, get good or don't fucking play. Basically, it's like that's just rude.
Yeah,
That's basically what it's saying. It's like get good or piss off. Like that's sad. Like bruh.
But then again, not everyone's an achievement hunter or anything though.
No, the most thinking. Oh,
I'm
those
just
are
saying they're a dev who blocked access in story mode for some reason.
yeah, that's weird.
There's no defense for it.
No, that's so stupid.
None. Like
That's
this will put a lot of people off who'd want to play story mode, but they're like,
yeah, want to
"Man,
play
I'm just
it,
gonna
but they
pass
want to
on the game."
Yeah, that want to like do the challenges as well, and then what else they're gonna block out for being on easy mode? What else they're gonna change?
Right?
What else they say?
It just fucking starts at achievements. What's next?
Content because you're playing on easy. Like fuck. I know there's different
Then
endings, but that makes sense.
Fucking do that.
Like I know
Yeah,
story
different
endings, but
endings,
that makes
that
sense for
makes
playing on a
sense.
harder difficulty. That's fine. But being like, oh, you'll lock out on fucking content because you're playing on easy mode. Like,
I mean, that's still dirty. Like if you have to do it on like hard though, but for a different ending.
But yeah, that's just crazy. Fuck,
But the game still looks fun though. Like I'm gonna pick it up at some point.
Well, yeah, well that's it. Fucking mind blank.
I'm
fucking
Souls-like.
I'm fucking caught off guard this week with the fucking podcast. Like I said, I was definitely down to do it, but this fucking headache is just throwing me about. It's gone away at the moment, which is good. But yeah, I'm just fucking. It's just crazy week. Fucking
Done.
I mean,
Just done.
I had my test week this week, and I've fucking for my forklift license got that. So that passed with flying colours. Passed the written exam 100%. Passed the fucking
Nice.
driving side of it 100%.
What colours are flying?
So what colours are flying?
Yeah.
God. Fucking what? I don't think I've really heard that saying. But
Yeah, pass with flying colours. Like I was like, yeah, but
yeah,
what colours fly?
that's what I was saying. Like I was like,
I-
pass with flying colours. Yeah, no, I was like, what? I don't fucking what colours? Pass. I know.
I mean, no one usually says it. Like I've never met that.
Yeah, you
Who said
the
it in
answer first,
person?
but I know it's more
I've
like
seen
said
it
in
on
like
like
shows.
movies and that. That's about
Yeah,
it.
it's like shows and stuff. Like
Yeah.
pass with flying colours. Like it seems like such a movie thing. Yeah, so
No.
just I do apologize if I come off a bit weird. Those that are watching or maybe listening, I might sound a bit different. My brain is just, I don't know. My brain's just a bit eh. I think I'm just pooped out because it's been a big week. So, that was like the last 3 days knuckling down, like Wednesday, Thursday, knuckling down on the actual test to make sure it was all good, and then Friday was like, which was yesterday, which was the, the full exam. So sitting there, filling everything out, and then doing the actual driving, make sure everything was.
Right.
I wasn't nervous. It was just that I was just exhausted.
And you had someone just watching you.
Yeah, like it's a different situation, and it was like, and driving the forklift as well.
It's not nervous. It's the pressure that if
Yeah,
you fuck
like
up.
that's what it is exactly. Like I was pretty adamant that I was going to pass the driving test. I was just more concerned that anything, like you're driving a machinery and you're lifting things that are heavy, like that fucking scares me that you are in control of all this thing that could go wrong. And it didn't help that I've seen a lot of like safety videos for fucking forklifts, and it's fucking scary how much people fuck up, and it can cause a lot of problems. Like, yeah, it's scary. So that was just like fuck safety. It was
But
more
always with
nervous about
forklifts,
safety. Yeah,
if the idiot is the one driving, something bad's gonna happen.
yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
usually worried
remember all
about.
the
But
thing stacks of shelves keep falling because
I know
idiot just taps it like
they're not. Yeah, they're just
shit like that.
line
Like I'm
up,
fucking
get it on
paranoid
right.
of forklifts.
Like it's not that hard. Don't rush it too hard. Like fucking
And also pay
be safe
attention to your surroundings.
yeah, that's it. That's
Which
what
they
teach
are.
you. But no, so
Right?
that's passed now. So I just gotta wait to get everything sorted. I want to
Nice.
get my email and get that license actually sorted. Then I can physically have my license, which will be pretty cool.
Right?
But yeah, so I'm waiting for that email to come through at some point, because you get like a 60-day
Be next week sometime.
guarantee to it, like coverage, and then you got to pay for it in that insurance, like within that 60 days to get it properly, and then you have it for like 5 years. And then just renew it every 5 years. So I'm like, that's not bad. So
Yeah, I think it's just a practical test every 5 years, right? Like it's just
no, you
they
don't
run
even
you through
have
the
to.
thing
You
again.
just have to renew it like
Oh,
a
what?
driver's license. Yeah, just renew it every 5 years and you're fine. So that's not bad.
That's fucking handy.
Pay the $100 and you get it for 5 years. So
They
pay
kind
for
of do
it.
need to do a practical test again because it kind of like licenses. If you're over a certain age, you should have to do
Just to
a
make
physical
sure.
test. Like,
Yeah, make
because you
sure.
see some of these elderly, like they can barely sit over the steering wheel. They're looking like they're just driving around. Like,
I know.
should they be driving?
It's just
And
fucking
you see their
hard.
cars all dinged up because they've been hitting things.
Drive along the curb, just yeah, it's fine. It's a bit rough driving, and they're grinding across the gutter.
That's one thing I hate about like when people drive is like when they curb ride, like
I know. You see them bouncing off of it, like
like even though it's not my car and shit, it's like that's not healthy for the car.
no, or they fucking riding the clutch, or fucking oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like riding the clutch or fucking
clutch riding.
shit like
Right?
that. It's just fucking. Ugh.
That's why most cars are auto now, so you don't have that fucking issue. But you can still fucking
But
curb ride.
was it today a bit tuckered out because they ended up putting up the we put up our old shed from the old house. We
Almost
when we
said your
moved up-
Christmas tree.
No, I'm thinking about it. The way the year's going.
No,
But
the
no.
funny part is that I had
Well, no.
KFC yesterday and it had Christmas in July chip box.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's doing Christmas in July at the moment. It's just like, wow, okay.
Like
That's the first.
they're
We
really
don't really get
pushing
that.
that up.
I know it's not really a thing here, Christmas in July, but I mean it's our winter, so I guess it kind
It
of makes
never
sense.
is any fucking where.
But like that's the thing that I
Just
kind of think about
halfway
it.
through the year, like
It's
bro.
like Christmas is unanimous with winter. For us in Australia, it's summer. So our Christmas is always summer. But then in America, it's winter for them, right? But then they have Christmas in July, where for
Yeah.
them in America it is summer. So they have a Christmas in July, which is summer, which makes no sense why they need to celebrate it. Like for us, it makes sense us realistically having a Christmas in July because it's winter time for us. But we don't really celebrate Christmas like that, so it's weird for us. But it's like
That's
it
why I
would
always thought it was weird watching Home Alone because it's like, why is it snowing in their Christmas time?
I
like
know,
like a
because
kid.
yeah, because like all their
It's
Christmas
like,
stuff is all
I was like,
snow.
where's our snow?
Like at least it would make sense for us having a as the marketing Christmas in July because it's our winter, so that would make sense. But it's an American thing, which makes
But
no sense. But again, it
but
makes
we
sense for
don't get
business.
snow like that either, like
No,
anywhere around here.
we really do. It's only some spots in like New South Wales and
We only
some
get
down
snow in the
south.
mountains. That's pretty much it.
Mm. But, oh fuck, pardon me.
Like I had never once walked out to like a white fucking yard or anything. I've
yeah,
never done that.
only when it
Mainly
hails.
hail, but that's
Yeah,
not fucking snow.
exactly. Only when it hails a lot, and you get that. That's the closest thing we get. We get to snow is when it hails. Small bits of hail.
But then again, the
Shit comes
last
up.
like 10 or so years, it hasn't happened.
Mm. Oh, it's been very warm. We don't have the.
Hail's only like a rare occasion now, like once every fucking blue moon.
I know. Like remember that when growing up younger, there was
Even
like.
then, it's only like a few little stones.
Well, that was always the way. Like I remember that when I was younger, it'd be like every so many months, like 6 months or something like that, it would hail. Like it would always hail like every 6 months. Like it was always very common. Nowadays, you'd be lucky if it hails like every like 2 years or something like that, or three. 3 years. It feels like it barely hails anymore like it used to. Like it was, and when it does,
It barely
and when it
rains
does,
here now.
yeah. Like we're in that weird period because
Like winter, like
oh yeah, like it doesn't
we've
rain at
had
all.
nothing through winter really.
Like when winter comes, no rain whatsoever basically, and then in the other season it rains like on and off all the time. Like
No, because you get the summer rain for some fucked up reason. You get that
yeah,
fucking storms in the summertime. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, we just get the fucking 30
because
degree heat.
because of the humidity, like it
It's
builds
like,
up that circulation of like the rain because of the heat, so it creates
Mm.
that humidity.
and because it's a tropical place
Mm.
up there.
So that's why we get the rain during the summertime. But like, yeah, it's just our seasons and our weather is just whack. Because I said coming back with the hail,
Like it's almost spring, like spring start of August.
yeah,
I think, right? June's like, yeah.
something like that, yeah.
August. And like we barely had any fucking rain.
Yeah. No, it's kind of good though, but it's yeah,
We'll get
it's,
most of our rain in the next 3 months,
yeah through spring,
and then back to being hot again. It's like
summer, autumn, winter, spring.
I just want I I just want snow like just once. Just
Get a bit of snow,
give us some fucking snow.
just a little glimpse of snow. But
That's why I'm sad about like Juddy and that in like Victoria because they get that fucking snow like
yeah,
in the mountains and they go fucking skiing and all that.
I know.
Like we get snow here in the mountains, but you can't ski.
Yeah, it's different.
At least you can probably try, but
Piss in the snow. Can you ride the
it's
snow?
not that kind of mountain.
Oh, that kind of snow, not quite on the mountain. Snowy mountain. Um, fuck. I'm so burnt out. I'm trying to give it the enthusiasm. I have zero enthusiasm. I'm just like, I just want to sit here and just be like, podcast. That's how I feel. I feel like cooked as burnt out.
Right.
But yeah, like I was saying, fucking the shed. Come back to that ADHD brain.
Cooked as bruh.
The shed's been sitting in the backyard for a while. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going on with the story. Fucking
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking move the shed today. We moved the shed finally. We put the shed back up.
I only got sitting in the backyard for a while. That's all I heard.
So yeah, so when we moved, we had the shed in a parts, and we just had it laying around the backyard, and it kept blowing over. So we moved it further down, tied it to the fence, and we finally put it back together today. So it's been sitting for the last couple of months, just up against the fence, like tied to the fence basically, or just leaning against it. Finally put it back together today, so that was fucking.
You meant to send
painful.
pictures about that.
Fucking. Oh, I was gonna do it when I got around to doing it, but
You're like I sent pictures after like the next day, but you never did. Of yes, of what you did.
oh, there was those two sheds, but there's those two sheds, and then there was the big shed we finally just put up today. So yeah, so many times we do shit, and then nothing ends up happening, and then we end up fucking plans changing, and
Right.
but we've had a fucking. But where we put it, I think this is going to get to. My brain's like trying to think, but it's not on the same right track of mine. I feel
Your
like
brain's not raining.
I'm literally feel like I'm just like, why the fuck am I even bother talking? Like I don't. I just feel like I'm talking shit just to talk shit. I don't even feel like in the mood to talk it. Fuck me. I'm just not in the mood. Seriously. Fuck. Fuck. Honestly, it's cooked. So basically, we wanted to lift the. This sounds so fucking boring, and I do apologize if it is. So we had to lift the shed off the ground as well. So, old man got some pallets today, some plastic ones. End up cutting out a notch in it because we've got where we're putting it on the cement block landing, up against the house. There's the hot water tank. So we cut the fucking pallet to slide around there perfectly. Fucking beautiful. Cut it nicely and it just slides in great, and it sits great. So that fucking snug as a bug in a rug.
Like a glove.
And then we got like the pallets are odd shaped, so it's kind of sitting weird. But we're gonna put board over the top of it anyway, so it closes it in and hides the gaps. So it will, the balance of like weight mass distribution we balanced across the whole thing, because these pallets are flimsy as fuck if you stand on them. But once you distribute the weight, it's a different story. So we're gonna get those boards. We're gonna put them in there, and I'll be able to put some racking in and start getting shit out of storage. But yeah, we got the four of them, and it was just nice. Just we fucking fit in nicely with the one I cut. It's like perfectly around the fucking hot water tank. Got the other three on there. Fucking plop the shed on top of it, sitting nicely off the ground now. Got to get the wood, cut that up, snugly put up against it, and I'll be able to load it all up, get the fucking shit out of storage finally, and stop paying for that shit.
Right, finally.
And that'll be good. But I've been slowly getting stuff out, and I've been chucking. Oh, that's something I was going to send you a photo of the boxes. I think I shoved into the fucking little shed. I think that's what I was going to send you. But yeah, because I got the little garden shed, basically filled up with a lot of the boxes, and it's all basically DVDs and video games in the shed, which yeah, it's not the best place to put them, but it's something. I mean, people really want to try and take video games or DVDs. I don't think anyone really wants to steal DVDs. It's a bit of a low ball market these days. You only get
as long as they say dry, who really cares? Where
where they go. Like that's what I mean. Thinking about these days, like everyone goes on about DVDs and stuff. It's like DVDs aren't even worth stealing anymore, because if you were to steal them and to hock them, you're only going to get like 5 cents if you're lucky for a DVD. Like no one buys DVDs. Like people are just trying to get rid of them half the time. Like you look at CX half the time.
I buy DVDs of movies that aren't in 4K or Blu-ray.
But like you look at like CX for DVDs, and
DVDs probably.
I was like most of the time, like CX sells their DVDs for like $1 or $2. They're basically all the time fucking trying to clear them out because no one needs them, because it's all Blu-ray and 4K. Like no one wants DVDs anymore.
Right.
Like it's only new DVDs when they come out that they're fucking expensive, because it's just how the system works. New things come out. We all know how the system works, but it's just one of those crazy things. It's just
especially limited stuff to get fucking scalped.
The steel books or the fucking collector's box sets or whatever, things like that. They're the ones that get swooped up. But speaking of movies, yes, like you said at the thing, we weren't like, you don't really have much. I'm not going to really say anything much about Deadpool. It's only just come out. Don't want to spoil anything, especially for Jim, because he hasn't seen it yet. So if you guys want to be, fucking sitting this long, wondering if we can talk about it. Wednesday it came out. Out this way anyway. Came out Wednesday. I saw it yesterday, Friday. So it was a preview night.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Was that Thursday?
Thursday, yeah. But a lot of people had preview night for Wednesday.
Thursday.
So a lot of people saw it Wednesday.
Preview night was Wednesday.
I messaged you about it after I saw it, because it was fucking good. Don't want to get into it yet. There will be a future podcast at some point where we will talk about it once Jim's seen it. because I don't want to spoil anything because
Yes,
there is a lot of stuff that happens in this movie that is very
it's in,
spoiler,
it's inevitable.
and you may have a lot of things. You may end up eventually having a few things spoil for you in the next couple of weeks. I don't want to be the one that does it, so I'm not going to say anything. But it's fucking great. The movie, the stuff they do, the stuff they have, it's fucking perfect. It was a nice movie. So you'll most probably have stuff spoiled for you because it's people will start talking about it at some point, most probably on Twitter or whatever. You're more likely to see it on Twitter anyway because you're not really on Facebook much, and I mean if you're not really on Instagram,
Unless I ban the damn phrases.
yeah. So you might want to go. Otherwise, you go through to that. But there are some. It was such a good movie. This honestly, to me personally, was way better than the second Deadpool movie. Like it was great. Like it was so good. It was so
Yeah, the
good.
second one was weird though.
Yeah, I
The first
know.
one's still better than the second.
Like first one was good, and I said this. I don't know. Like I gotta watch the first movie again, and see because this one was really good. Like I've only just saw it. I want to go to the movies again and watch it again. Like it was that good.
First
Like
movie's so fucking good.
yeah, just everything they do in this. It's just so self aware, and the fact that it's now like I'll go into the speaking like things that aren't gonna spoil, of course, but like the fact now that it's Marvel like Disney Marvel. It's very aware of it being, and they make fun of it being Disney Marvel.
I
Maybe
make fun of Disney a lot.
maybe one joke that I don't know if I want to spoil the joke because it's just one little joke that looks like they've gone through. So basically, what's happened is a lot of stuff that's happened recently because we know when they've done the movie, it looks like they've gone back and re-recorded stuff to make reference because it references a lot of things that have happened recently in the last couple of months on the internet when this movie was done ages ago. So it's kind of interesting that they've got more up to date jokes.
They said they're doing reshoots.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if it is an old meme now to a point because it did happen a while ago and we have talked about it from the Oscars, but there is a line where he says, "Keep my name out your mouth." So he does make a Will Smith reference. So it was kind of funny there. So
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago that happened.
So that was, like last year it basically
ago?
was, but no, it was like like last year, was it? End of last year, this year?
So long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. Like it was still pretty recent, but it was a while ago. It was before I moved because
2022, I think.
I made the shirt meme before I moved. So
I swear it was like 2022 that happened.
I think no, that was last year, 2023.
I don't know.
But there's like other things like that. So like that's still
Was
pretty
it?
fresh.
That's been early.
And then like there are other things as well. So like I know that one's been around for a bit
I'm gonna
anyway.
Google
But
it.
there are a few other like fresher joke takes as well. So it's like they've gone through and they've like sourced what works, what's referenced, and kind of played with it. But that one was kind of a kind of funny one. That was that was cool. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff where there's a lot.
Yeah, it was 2022, March
was?
27, 2022.
Oh god, it's 2020. I thought it was last year. Fuck, that is a while.
Over 2 years ago.
The funny thing was though, that got me off guard was because earlier that day I was wearing my Will Smith slap shirt that I made. So I was wearing that, changed my shirt to my Wolverine shirt for the movies, and while I was watching it, that line came up. I cracked up personally because I like the fact that I was wearing that shirt all day, and I almost was going to wear it to the movies, and then I didn't. I changed to my Wolverine shirt. I was like, that would have been hilarious just for my own personal joke that, I was wearing that. Would have been funny, but yeah, that's crazy. That's so long ago. But yeah, but either way, there's
did he send off better?
It's the whole thing's just good. Like I don't want to spoil anything. Like I said, things might spoil for you. I'll rather not be the guy that does it. Let other people do it. But let's just say this movie just does everything really well. Fucking covers everything really well. Has a bunch of cameos really very well. The trailer doesn't. The trailers that have been out don't really spoil much after you watch the movie. The trailers are really well. With what they.
No, but still, they put a lot in them fucking trailers.
I can tell you now what's in those
they fucking
trailers.
spoiled a lot of characters, like.
Okay,
bruh.
so all the trailers that have been put out, right? Everything they've shown off, that is maybe 5% of the whole movie of what happens in like things that happen in the movie. there's a lot more.
Yeah, but they should have kept Sabretooth until people fucking watch it and shit, though.
I can, without spoiling it, I can say that is the most minuscule cameo out of all the cameos in this movie. So that's
Well, yeah.
let's just say that. So
It makes sense because he's not really a main character at all. He's just a side fucking enemy dude.
So there's 10 times better characters and
It
cameos.
was just a Wolverine thing. That's all that is.
It was just I kind of like how they had it in the trailer where they did say, like this has been the, big time coming. Everyone wants this. It's the fans. They did the whole kind of fan service
In
thing.
20 fucking years, like.
I mean, a lot of the movie is very fan service, but it does it in such a good way. It makes sense. Like it's a nice fan service for everything, through the whole movie. Like it kind of retcons a lot of stories and arcs and stuff like that. So.
Yes, unlike No Way Home, which was fan service, and it was pretty mediocre.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was good, but it was the way this does fan service, the way that did fan service.
It was good,
but and like how, as well as like Multiverse of Madness, how that did fan service. This movie 110,000%
dog
top
shit
that.
though.
But you know what I'm saying. How we had the whole Xavier
Sean
and
Levy,
and like Mr. Fantastic, things like that. This does it so much better. Like it's so good. You're going to love this movie, like so much. I know you. I didn't want to like. I
still want to know how the fuck Ant-Man died. Like in that, and he died so big.
So basically, that's if you. So basically, this thing I can kind of talk about, but it's not spoilers. So it's because from Loki, basically. So where they are at is at the end of time. Anything that ends up in that end of time is a variant version.
Yeah, they're in nowhere.
Yeah, so it's the end of time. So everything that happens in Loki, anything that gets purged, gets sent to nowhere, basically, at the end of time.
Yeah, because technically Wolverine's he's not the Wolverine. He's some other version.
So that Ant-Man may not.
Wolverine really died in Logan. Like that's not the same Wolverine.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah, that's an Ant-Man, but we're like, how the fuck did he die that big?
Yeah.
Like,
So he's a variant version of some sort. Whether what happened, we don't know.
Will
like
never know.
They never necessarily explain it. So, but we like the joke was like we seen in the trailer.
It's just the bad lady's base. Like that's a kick-ass base.
But like in the trailer, we saw like he made the joke of it being the whole Paul Rudd aging joke, which we saw in the trailer. But there's not necessarily to say that was Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. Like it could have been Hank Pym Ant-Man. Like you know what I mean? Like it could have been any time and point in line. It could have been
any fucking one of them.
Because the timeline's always been purging, and that's why things end up there, and that's why it could have been a different version. But the joke being, we know for us in the MCU, it's
Ant-Man,
Paul Rudd Ant-Man, but it could have been anyone because if you watched What If, Hank Pym has also worn that version of the suit, which is the modern suit, and it's kind of like it could be anything. So unless they do more What If and it helps tie a lot of that nowhere stuff together, who knows? Like end of time.
I don't reckon they are though. They would have announced that.
It's just whatever they do at the time they do it. Because that second season, What If helped tie into like stuff for Multiverse of Madness to make Captain Carter make more sense when they had her. That's all that was really for in the end. But this is pretty good.
She even existed.
When you watch this as well, when you see this movie,
she got thrown around like just willy nilly.
Yeah, I know. It was just crazy. Another thing with this movie as well,
like in the actual movie, she just got thrown around.
Picked up, I know, chucked, pushed, thrown, and
here, there.
But this movie kind of like acknowledges the delays as well, which is kind of funny. Like this movie of Deadpool is very self-aware of the universe being delayed, because how they did the whole big delay of the films and stuff like that. They kind of acknowledge that. And it's kind of funny in the way they do it. And you got to watch it to like understand how they do it and what they're. But it's kind of like, in a way, also they use that as a joke to be like, I know it's like how the writers were aware, or the directors were like, of all the things being like, we know we've kind of fucked up with Disney. We're sorry, and they use that like in a trope in this Deadpool movie to like
we're going to try and multiverse. Everyone's over it. I know they say that.
So that's what they kind of use with this movie a bit too, which is kind of funny.
Nice.
there's a lot of fourth
At
wall
least
breaking.
Disney know what they did with Multiverse.
And they made that. That's what I mean. They made that aware with this movie that they've like. It's basically also Disney's going, "Yep, we do apologize. Yeah, we did fuck up. Like, let us make it up to you," kind of thing. And like that's why they use this movie as like that apology letter almost as well. But like, and it makes sense why they're delaying everything now and everything they're going through all the reshoots. So hopefully they stick to that, and everything we get going forwards is actually gonna like actually work out. And not them fall back, you know what I mean? Like, you go, you make those 2 steps forwards, but you're going 5 steps back, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully they actually
I got my
stick
pinch of
to,
salt.
yeah, hopefully they actually, stick to
My
it,
grain of
because
salt, actually.
everything that we've had cancelled, we've had all the fucking shit going on
Yeah.
with Blade, and then, like, that's fucking director leaving, writers having a thing, and then the actor, don't know what's going
Yeah,
on with
that's-
him. Like, it's fucking was like, that was meant to come out this year or something, wasn't it? Like, that was meant to be, like, next year, this year, like, or production was supposed to start this year, and then that's, like, off the table because everything's
It
on
just got
haywire now.
fucking started, so not for
And
another
then,
while.
and then, like, all the other movies, like, because, like I've said to some people, it's like, we were supposed to, because people go, oh, it's like, you're kind of lucky we haven't, because we were supposed to have, like, 4 or 5 Marvel movies this year, and the only Marvel movie we've gotten is Deadpool. Like, they changed that drastically. Like, it's insane to see what they've done. Like, to go from all this slated stuff to then just one, and then Sony's done it as well. They've delayed half their fucking Marvel shit, so, it's kind of interesting, like, the whole
No,
process.
Venom's out soon.
Well, they delayed Craven.
That's the last Venom too, which I am sad about that.
But then they got Venom coming out. So it's weird that they delayed Craven, but then they have Venom coming, which is like, what? What are you doing? Like, it just seems odd. Do you know what I mean?
They're not tied together though.
No, but like the fact that we had Craven already coming out before.
Yeah, but they're not tied together.
No, that's what I'm not saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying was Craven was already done. It was meant to come out.
Yeah, Craven was meant to drop soon, but
And now they've delayed it. And then we're going to have Venom 3 come out before we even see Craven. Yet Craven was made Craven was made when Venom 2 was made. Like, that's the crazy part. Venom 2 and Craven were made at the same time. Right. We're getting Venom 3 before Craven even comes to cinemas. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's just fucking wild. Like, how do you delay something?
I'm pretty sure Venom and like 2 and 3 were filmed at the same time, to be fair.
No, they started 3 like a bit
like
after
around
2.
The same time.
Because they even said it themselves, it was a bit of a break, and then they had to like do some shit, and they only like did some finished some filming like earlier this year.
Because it was after, but like it would have been filmed around the same time still.
Because they
that's coming out very soon.
Yeah, well, they were filming stuff like
October, November. I think,
of last year.
Venom 3.
End of last year, start of this year, they were filming stuff for Venom 3. Like, it was only like a couple of months ago they finished filming some extra scenes, like the little bits of scenes and stuff. Like, that's how recent Venom 3 is in production. Yet Craven's been sitting done for fucking ages, and, they say the writer strike delayed. It was already done before the writer strike.
That movie looks good, though. That fucking Venom 3 trailer.
Yeah. But, like, that's what got me, though, is, like, Craven was done before the writer strike even happened. Then they delayed it because of the writer strike, and then it's now just in fucking weird limbo.
I think they had to reshoot that as well, though.
So, who knows?
Because they had to reshoot stuff.
Let's reshoot some, yeah. Sorry, it's just crazy. Like, it's just fucking... I don't know, it just makes...
I'm just sad it's Venom's last movie.
Yeah.
I'm sad. Fucking Deadpool's last, fucking Venom's last. Like, at least we're finally moving on to new characters. Like, hopefully they've learned.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's just crazy. Like,
I want new characters. I don't want the same shit we've had the last fucking 2 decades nearly.
Yeah, well, that's it. So hopefully with this whole...
I really don't.
It's just the TV shows that, like, I've seen with
Give
the
us some new
Disney
shit.
TV shows a bit. But, I mean, a lot of the TV shows for Disney stuff have been, like, Marvel stuff have been already done before the new rework around. Like the Agatha thing, that was already in production hell where it changed a few times. But then now it's coming out with it being questionable. But then that was done before they've gone, oh, shit, we fucked up. Let's kind of, like, delay things and work on stuff. Like, they'd already been going through hell. And then that's what's finally coming out now, but it was before that decision. So it was already, like, finished, filmed, and edited.
Marvel had that schedule right before, like, with the early Avengers stuff. They had a set.
It was fine.
And they never flooded the fucking market with shit.
No, so it was fine leading up towards the end of, like, that Infinity Saga, and we had, like, Endgame. So, like, that was, like, made sense. And then they're like, oh, we're going to try and do all this, and then that wave afterwards,
like,
just try to shove so much.
Ended, like, soon as that that phase went, they just flooded shit.
So
like,
what they were trying to do, what it was like it had a
they
little thing,
did
it had the
quantity over fucking
high,
quality.
because what happened was you had an Endgame, you had that high, and what they wanted to do was stay on that high, but them trying to force that stay by going, here's so much content, so it kept pinging it like Flappy Bird, trying to keep the bird up.
But it did
It did
bad
the opposite
things.
effect. It went, it went reverse. It did the exact opposite they wanted it to do. So
That's
you know,
why I'm
then hoping it
hoping now they
delay it,
what they
like
put in
then
Deadpool, like the self-awareness.
yeah. So it's.
What they need to do is have one constant fucking rider. Like, that's all they fucking need.
Or if they're gonna have multiple writers, actually communicate.
Just have one team who writes for every fucking thing.
Like I said, like I don't know why they had these writers where they didn't communicate or allow them to do research. Like that, like
Because
no.
the Russos did the Avengers. They flow so fucking well.
Yeah, they worked with like they. If you look at the writers and stuff, some of those writers had worked on other productions with the other movies.
Jon Favreau did Iron Man.
Like you look at it, you look at the teams.
He also helped with like Avengers and shit.
But you look at them up on IMDb. You look at all the production and stuff like that. You'll see a lot of them, not all the teams, but some of the people had worked on other productions, so it like overlaps. So you can see all the productions overlapped, and they've all somewhere like worked with someone who worked on another one. So at least they could talk because that person worked on another thing with the other three people. But then two of those people were on a different production to that production. But then they've, but at least there's communication. And then they went from that to being like, okay, we want you guys to just work on like this one Guardians movie and this whatever movie here, and you're going to do that, but then we're going to have this team over here work on this one movie, and then we're going to have this team do Eternals, and then not communicate with everyone else, but we want you to like tie in Shang-Chi and all these other things to this movie, but then you're not going to like allow to get information to how that works. You just got to work with
still weird. We haven't heard one peep about a Shang-Chi sequel or anything.
Yeah, we have. It's coming.
Yeah, but like we've heard really nothing about
they've kept it a bit covered up. I think it's like,
I mean, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Like,
yeah, it's coming out I think like next year or something, year after. They announced it, so yeah, it's soon.
But it's
coming
part
out
of the multiverse saga, and that's ending very fucking next year.
Oh no, that's not on par anymore. Like that's all different. Like they've changed that whole. You know how they put that whole fucking timeline out with like when they'll do everything. Like that's all. Like this was this year. This is this year. Like they've stretched it out. It's gone from like everything happening in here in the next 3 years to being like that's now happening in 10 years. Like they've stretched it all out.
No.
Yeah, so that everything that we will give information for when they're doing their timeline schedule, like their roadmap, and that roadmap is like outdated now. Like that roadmap has changed drastically. Like everything's changed. So they haven't given an updated roadmap at all. They've just said we're doing this now, and they're not saying
they fucking can't.
Yeah, because they don't even know how like time wise what they're doing, like how long it could take. So that the roadmaps are irrelevant now. Like they're completely irrelevant. Everything's all out of order with what's being produced. Like what's coming. Like we've got Fantastic Four coming like soon, and that I think if I remember when they announced that, I don't even think it was the same cast they initially. They just teased that Fantastic Four was coming, but then we've got this, which is like outer universe, and it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, it's just crazy, all the stuff they're doing, and it's yeah. Oh, Deadpool.
I just hope these Marvel Disney stands stick by this new Deadpool movie and call them out for their shit if they don't follow through with it.
Well, I mean, Ryan Reynolds 100%.
I fucking sure will.
Ryan Reynolds 100% does in this movie, so the fact they allowed them to call them out is kind of funny in this movie.
Well, they kind of had, because Kevin Feige doing interviews, and he said, if you don't let Deadpool like fuck with you, you're not cool.
Yeah, and like 100% like, and they've also, because of this, like they now actually have Deadpool at Disneyland. Like he's actually now an actual character at Disneyland, like doing the whole thing now. Like they've actually got him integrated, so he runs around the park and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. They finally actually properly integrate him, but they had to wait till the movie was out. But it's good. It's good though that they got the Fox license. Like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. So,
no, it's kind of sad they got the Fox license because they're just gonna milk the fuck out of Fox stuff. Like, look at fucking Star Wars.
I mean that's
they're doing the same to Fox. Like the X-Men, I got no faith in the X-Men stuff.
I don't think they're
No.
doing much X-Men stuff with that. It's mainly just the cartoon at the moment, and then
Like
yeah.
Wolverine back, yes, but that's not Wolverine. That's a variant. Like he's the one who fucked. His Earth's gone. Like
Oh, well, yeah. I don't want to
like
say.
he couldn't even save his own Earth. So
I don't want to. You have to watch the movie on that one. That's
mm.
there's
But
definitely
that's not the
Wolverine.
Logan Wolverine.
There's definitely
Thankfully.
Wolverine cameos. Definitely Deadpool cameos.
Right? You hear what Ron Reynolds said? There's like, I cannot pull off that suit. So it's not me.
What was that for?
We're talking about the lady Deadpool. Like he's like,
Oh
I
yeah,
cannot pull off that suit.
yeah. No, that's I mean, the mask never comes off. That's yeah. I'll say that the mask never comes off.
What shouldn't? Neither should Deadpool's really either, but
But
that's a Ron Reynolds thing.
I don't know. It's I don't want to. Well, I mean, it's in the credits, but that's at the credits. I mean, we've talked. I don't know. We've talked about that part the whole time. I mean, is that really a spoiler when we've talked about Lady Deadpool the whole time? I guess it's for the movie.
We all know there's Lady Deadpool, so
Yeah. Do we know? But who Lady Deadpool's played by?
I was gonna say Gwyneth Paltrow. To be fair, who?
Do you wanna say? We've been
I
saying it
think
the
it'd
whole
be
time.
it'd be someone stupid.
No,
I know that.
we've been saying it the whole time.
Oh, Blake Lively.
Yeah, yeah. It literally is
Yeah,
played
we
by
all
her.
fucking knew that.
Yeah, it literally is actually played by
Mm.
her,
Yeah.
which I thought was funny. So we
Yeah, I mean, it
we were
makes sense.
we were smack
She's
bang
got
on
the
that.
shape for it.
But he did kind of tease that himself, but
Mm.
it was always up in the air. But I mean, that's what I was like, is it really a spoiler because we kind of already all knew that it was going to be played by her? So I was like,
Right?
but I was that's what I said, it was kind of sucky that we didn't get to see without the mask, but it didn't need to come off, I guess, so it worked. But yeah,
I think Deadpool doesn't really take his off either, just in these movies.
There's certain scenes, so I mean that's the only one I guess spoiler to take away from it. I guess if you want to say it's a spoiler, but technically, if
Because
you're
in
in the,
the
we all knew.
animated stuff and that, he doesn't take his mask off either.
No,
I
he
don't
really
think.
does. He really does.
In the game, he didn't.
Um,
He's so fucked up. He just keeps his shit on.
mm.
But I'm guessing Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, he didn't care. Like he just took it off in the intimate scenes, like
So yeah,
when
to
he's
be more
talking to
dramatic,
people and
to make it more dramatic, so it felt a bit more. It felt more connected and personal.
yeah,
Yeah.
instead of just a mask.
Nah,
Like talking to a
it's such
mask.
a good movie. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it. I really can't wait for you to see it.
Yes, I'll get there one day.
That's
I'm keen.
I want to talk so much of it with you. I really do. It was so good. You will. That's why I said I don't want to be too presumptuous, but you will like this. You will. It's such a good movie. Just the fact it's just the typical Wolverine Deadpool like avant-garde,
Right?
like everything. It's just the fights they get into. It's like it's so typical Deadpool and Wolverine. Like it's just so beautiful. Like oh, it's just so good.
Yeah, the fight because they don't like each other.
Okay, the other joke is a couple of times he does call him Hugh. I will say that. It is kind of funny. I don't know, it's not really spoiling the thing, but it is just kind of funny every time and now and then he will slip that up, which is just
Right.
like, are you fucking
Yeah, because he
thinking?
did that in the first movie. He's like
Yeah,
Hugh
so
Jackman. Like,
yeah, so like he calls him Logan and stuff like that, but every now and then he will slip it up, and I'm like, that's just it's just like if it's just like just a random take, it's just yeah. I don't want to spoil anything, but like that's just a little thing to take away from it. That's just kind of funny that he just keeps breaking.
I
The
just
fourth
still want
wall.
another Green Lantern reference because he did it in the first movie. He referenced Green Lantern.
Yeah, I know that was really good that one.
I'm
That
like,
was
how
funny.
the fuck does he do that when it's a whole nother company?
I know the fact that it was like, well, I guess because it was like on the nose, like you could see it or reference, but it was like on the nose because he's not specifically mentioning it. I guess.
Well, we
That's
did
what-
like that shitty Green Lantern movie or something.
the
like,
green suit, or whatever, it was the CGI suit, or something like that.
oh, something. Fuck. I have to watch the first
But
two again before the
it's
third
just
one.
yeah, it's so good. Like, there's so much. I like.
I might try and watch it in the next 2 weekies.
Yeah, try and get your hands on watching it.
I might try and go to the cinemas and watch it.
Definitely worth
Watch it on
watching
the
the
freaking
cinemas.
big screen.
The other thing too is like they end
Immerse
up
with it.
doing it ended up doing a 3D version as well. I was like, oh, surprised that they released a 3D version. I was like, oh, okay, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
3D still happens, only in theaters though.
select things, yeah, but it's for select movies too. But they apparently
Yeah.
do have some effects that I didn't really I didn't watch it in 3D. I played it in 2D, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely feel like I could almost go again and watch it a second time.
Go to an IMAX.
Well, I watched it in the big screen, but it was like fucking. I had discounted
Packed.
points, so like it was cheaper for one ticket, but it cost us like $40 for the both of us to go. So it was like $20 each for a ticket. And that was with my discount,
That's-
like with
That's what you
working
get.
out.
That's why you go on a. That's why you go on a
Because
Tuesday.
because
It's
a
cheaper.
normal adult's ticket's like $28. That's fucking like that's nearly $30 per. That's the price of a movie. I could buy 2 movies from JB Hi-Fi for that price, you know.
That's what I said. I'd prefer to buy it because hey,
But I was
it's
like,
cheaper than
fuck.
going to a fucking cinema.
Yeah, so. But I had some discounts. I'm like, so I got it cheaper. But I'm like, I could almost go again on Cheap Tuesday and watch it again, just because it's Cheap Tuesday and it's Deadpool. Like it was.
I
So
see what the
good.
ticket here is. Hang on.
The price, yeah, it'd be interesting to see. But no,
Yeah.
like recommend anyone that's listening, still listening, go watch Deadpool. Not sponsored. Definitely go check it out. It's fucking great. Like everyone's gonna love it. It's everything you want in a movie. Anything you can think of is basically almost in this movie. They did such a good job covering everything, even characters that don't. I'm teasing a spoiler without spoiling it, but characters that they don't speak English, and thank God they don't. But anyway, cancelled
What's the cinema
characters.
here? No, that cinema's
Because that was like me.
recording.
I'd seen it,
Um,
and I didn't. I was gonna go
Metro.
see it with Ed, but I didn't because I didn't plan it properly, and I think it was planned properly. And his brother had seen it, and then he was talking about stuff, and I was like, and Ed hadn't seen the chat. And I'm like, don't be. I was like, message privately, like, don't be a dick. Don't spoil it for him. Like, allow him to see it. Like, I'm trying to not spoil it for him.
Right?
I don't want him to spoil it for any of us. Like, and then he's going on about stuff. I'm like, don't say anything. Delete your messages. And it's like, because I don't want him. I don't know if he's seeing the messages or not, but I was like, just don't be like that. Like, just let him go see it and let him enjoy it. Like, don't spoil anything for him.
It's
Like,
only a 2-hour movie. Fuck yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a long one.
no, and it's really good. Like, it's straight into the action from the get go, basically, and it just keeps going. Like that, it had one of those slow, like, cool intros again, like that whole fucking crazy, like they always do with the slow mos and all the cool shots and stuff. And
Yeah, that's a freaking
Yeah.
Deadpool thing.
it was such a good intro. Like they did it so well. With Hugh Jackman. The amount of times he fucking says Hugh Jackman. Hugh is fucking jeez. Like he's living up to the joke of like the other two because he did it like how many times it was there like because it wasn't there like one of them where it was like Hugh Jackman was in one of them like in the movie. Was it the first one or the second one? It was like Hugh Jackman was at the play. Like he always brings up Hugh Jackman. Like he was at the play and he's like Hugh, and he was like doing the stage play thing and there's like the fucking mask and all these things like
Oh, that's cheap.
make all these
The
jokes.
ticket
Everyone
here
really
for
does that.
Metro is 18 a person.
That's not bad. It's
The
only like-
concession is 16. Senior sits are 14.
that's not bad.
Super Tuesday. That's what that is.
Everyone
I
always
was
says
like,
that
yeah, I
Deadpool
might
Wolverine.
think about it.
Yeah, try and do it if you can soon, so we can talk about it. Because you're gonna be like, fuck yeah.
I might try and watch it in 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That'd be
would.
fucking cool.
I'm tempted whether to go see it again and watch it in 3D, but and to get to see what the 3D stuff was. But no, so that's the only good.
Yes.
That's like one of the. That really blew my mind, that movie.
Well, people are already on it. When's it coming to Disney Plus?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. People get onto it straight away.
No, no,
Do wanna
it'll
watch.
be there in the next fucking month or two, easy.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be there not too long off after it makes some money in theaters. I reckon it's made a bunch of
Right?
money. I reckon because so many people have been seeing it. Like so good,
Hopefully,
so good,
give it
so
the
good.
fucking send off it needs. I'm sad about that though.
Mm.
It's the end for them.
I mean,
Well, as the mains, at least.
they could always make another 100 movies.
Won't happen. Jackman's doing his not plays. It's he fucking loves his musicals, man.
Mm.
I think he loves doing them. Like he just loves doing his Broadway stuff and shit like that.
He definitely does. Oh, that's what it was. That was recent. That's what was a recent reference because in the movie, he makes a stab at Hugh, but he specifically goes Hugh Jackman though. Again, that's again breaking the fourth wall. I guess it's not really a spoiler, but it was a reference. That's what the reference was. I don't know if it's a spoiler to reference it. No, it's not a spoiler. I don't think it's really a spoiler. It's just the fact that Deadpool makes reference to Hugh Jackman and his wife breaking up. That's the only thing that's what it was. Yeah, he actually makes reference to
Dang.
where Hugh Jackman and recently like gets in divorce. Because recently he broke up with I can't remember her name, and they separated and stuff like that.
Didn't
Yeah,
know. Didn't know a thing about it.
yeah, because he'd been married to her for like years. What was her name again?
About 30,
Um,
40 years, right?
yeah, they only broke up like a couple of months back. They only separated, which I was surprised. I was like, oh, I think it was Hugh that broke it up. I think. Wife
Dang.
split. I'm trying to remember her name. Oh,
I,
well,
I can't either. I know it's like a common one, but
yeah.
Deborah or something? No, not Deborah.
Um.
Something like that. I
Yeah, Deborah
don't-
Lee Furness.
oh yeah, yeah.
That happened in May. So that's how recent that reference was. Is that it was May that happened, and they
Hey,
put that reference in the movie. So yeah, that's what the more recent reference was that, which I thought was kind of funny. Like that's breaking the fourth wall, but it was a stab at Hugh Jackman, which
right.
was like that's where one of the Hugh parts came from. So I like I said that's kind of not really a spoiler. It's kind of like oh that's kind of like a jab at your friend and twisting the knife kind of thing. Like
Right.
like
Yeah, well,
fuck
that's like because I watched Pan recently, which is the Hugh Jackman movie,
yeah.
and they were doing shit about that Les Mis,
Oh,
that
that
Les
Les
Mis.
Mis that he did, yeah,
Yeah, there's like he said it so fucking wrong.
yeah,
I'm like, could they chuck that in there?
yeah. I know.
I actually do want to see that one though. It's pretty fucking good.
So yeah, no, it's definitely like covers the
I
bases
must
really
say
well.
that's one of his fucking best characters. Though, fucking playing Blackbeard, he did that
Yeah,
so well.
I know. Hugh Jackman does, but
Of course, you had to sing in it.
um, when you go see it, there's like a mid credits, there's like a mid during credits scene, and then there's a post credit scene as well, kind of post credit,
Mm,
mid post,
I
yeah.
always look
So
at a
yeah,
fucking
they
Marvel
have
movie
them, which was good, and it
or
was a nice
or fucking DC.
the during credit one was like more of a it's not again that's not really a spoiler because it was more of a homage to the years of Fox, like doing Marvel.
Yeah,
It was a homage clip to that, which I wouldn't be surprised they'll most probably release the video soon online because it's just a homage video.
mm.
But it was a nice kind of like reflect over the years of Hugh Jackman's career and like but then not just him.
Yeah, it was what X-Men was
But it was
2001,
like yeah,
2000.
it was a bit of like Hugh Jackman, a bit of like Ryan Reynolds as well when he did the Fox up, but it was
It's a
more of
bit
like a
cringe watching him play Wolverine back then. It was
yeah.
definitely weird, like them first X-Men movies,
But no, it's a nice video, so I wouldn't be
like
surprised it
being
will
that
pop up.
fucking loner, fucking.
Mm. I know
It's
the
weird.
lone wolf that he was. He was so young, like so young when you look at him now. Like when you look back at it,
In his
especially in the
fucking
clips.
30s, like
But no, it was a nice homage clip where they just had everything that Fox had done Marvel based, and they did a whole like snap run of it all, and they made one big video and they had it in the credits roll. So it was like a, because it literally this technically was the last Fox Marvel production, but it was
yeah,
taken up by Disney Marvel. but it's the last one out of its kind that was done by Fox. You know what I mean? Like, because all the other IPs are Fox. You think about, Fantastic Four, like the amount of different versions they did of that, like the X-Men stuff. What else was there? Like, what, Daredevil and all that kind of stuff. Like, that had already, like, that was ages ago. You know what I mean? Like, none of them, like, there's nothing recent except for from that was owned by that which was X-Men. The only one that was real recent was X-Men stuff and Deadpool. They're the only things from Fox that are Marvel based Fox Marvel characters by
Deadpool
Fox.
wasn't until now.
But yeah, because like that's the more recent one was
because Deadpool 2 wasn't under Marvel or Disney, it was just Fox.
That's what I'm saying. So like that was the last more recent one that was under Fox, but it's a Marvel character under Fox. So like all the other stuff had been like done ages ago. Like even that Fantastic Four was done a few years back. Like that was when the first Deadpool movie
that was
came out.
That was 2015, man. Like fucking
hell. Like so it's crazy that that's why I think that this was the whole culminate of that as well. Like it was the whole like this is the last.
Well, that pretty
Fox,
much ended. Two massive things like Wolverine and Deadpool. Like
well, the X-Men as well.
Because who else lasted out of the X-Men? It was just Wolverine.
He was the iconic character. So that's where it was like nice that they had that homage video. Like I wouldn't mind like seeing it. Like that's what I wouldn't be surprised to be up at some point.
It was more Fox. Like that was a Fox send off there as well.
That's what I mean. Like this movie was like, even though it was under Disney Marvel, it was Fox's like send off to their franchises that they had done.
Yeah,
like that's what they made this as well. It was
because Fantastic Four really didn't have nothing to.
It was like
they just had the two movies and that's it. That's all we're counting.
It was a swan song. It was basically a swan song to Fox's Marvel's run. And that's why in that clip, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the clip comes up soon at some point because they mostly wait a little bit because it was part of the trailer, like the end credits. And I wouldn't be surprised that after a little, couple of weeks or so.
I'm not surprised IGN didn't put up all fucking ready.
Yeah, but it's such a nice video because it just has like a montage of like them talking, like young Hugh Jackman, because like behind the scenes shots, some stuff from the scenes from the movies, and it's like everything that Fox has done, whether it's the old Fantastic Four, new Fantastic Four, old X-Men, new X-Men, Daredevil, like anything that Fox had done.
He was in the new X-Men stuff.
Was it?
Because it was still connected, like it was still him.
Yeah. Was it Blade as well? That was done by Fox, I think.
It was the prequel to X-Men, but he looked way older.
The Blade as well, so that was like in that like homage send-off as well, because that was all owned by Fox, so that was in that homage send-off video
Blade was owned by Fox?
I think it was done by Fox as well, yeah.
The original Blades weren't.
Who was it? They
were Marvel.
Because someone else produced them, though, but yeah, it was like just everything that you can think of pre-MCU was in this, like, homage clip. Like, it was just everything that... It was nice. It was a nice clip. It was a nice clip. It really kind of, like, almost made me tear up.
Blade was New Line Cinema. That's who did that.
But I think Fox bought...
distributed.
Someone bought the IP to it later on, and then Marvel got it a little bit later. But yeah, it was just everything. Anything you can think of was basically...
I'm sure Marvel did the first movie, the first Blade movie.
Might have been, yeah.
It was New Line Cinema, but
it was basically everything that was either way. It was basically
Warner Brothers.
Yeah. So it was everything that was non-MCU was in that homage clip. So like it was just all that kind of stuff, just that whole because it literally is an end of a run for all those IPs. Like we're never gonna have anything related to that again. So
that's what I said. Fox is now gone. Like
that's why it was good. That's what the whole point of this movie was. And like that joke which we saw.
I'm pretty sure that Deadpool was still under Fox. Like that movie.
Yeah, it was their last one because I think it started during the Fox when Fox was still existing. It was written during that time.
Well, yeah, because it was initially meant to be a trilogy, and they still had to release the third one.
So they had to do some.
Or film and release the third one.
And for those that
I don't think they were meant to get bought out like when they were doing the first
two. Yeah, it was a weird thing. And for those that were
like they own them.
And like say you were a bit concerned at one point, and like for those that might be concerned with the violence, it is 100% violent. It stays true to the rest of the Deadpool movies. Like it, if not more so, it was more violent than the other Deadpool movies.
I mean, like that's all I was.
Like I feel
like I can be here and there, but like
I felt like
if they justified it, I was gonna.
So I was gonna say. So basically, I think they more so pushed further with the violence because people were humming and hawing about it. I
Mm.
believe they went further with the violence because
Then again, the
Yeah.
second one was very fucking violent. Like it was
Oh,
brutal.
this movie is brutal. Like they are aware that it's brutal. Like you will see
Like what sticks
anything.
in my head in that second movie is the dude in the wood chippers for a fucking start.
Yeah, and no, anything you
That's
can think of
horrifying. It's like that could
as
actually happen.
basically anything you can think of as violently gory basically happens in this movie. I don't know if that's spoiling it, but anything you can think of
Nah.
violently fucked up happens in this
Because
movie.
we know that Deadpool is violent. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it really is.
So you think of anything like any kind of dismemberments, like fingers, heads, anything like that happens somewhere in the movie, like splats,
Well,
like,
that's
everything like
Wolverine
that.
as
It's
well.
yeah.
But then again, Fox nerfed Wolverine. Like he didn't really. He wasn't very violent until like
Oh,
Logan and that Origins movie.
They fix that in this movie.
Because just think like the X-Men movies. Wolverine wasn't really violent.
Oh, he gets it in this movie. He gets it.
No, but I'm saying like
Yeah,
Fox, like they kind of
Yeah, yeah.
nerfed him back then.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Like he
no,
still killed people, but it wasn't like limbs flying and.
he gets that in this movie. We get the Wolverine we've all wanted. I will say that. So
I mean, we got it in Logan,
yeah,
really.
yeah. But this is like, well, I mean, we got the
Like
yellow
that-
suit. We got the
The
yellow
fact
suit.
that, like, because Logan was fucking violent. That if they can top Logan with the fucking violence, then
we get the two Batman kissing. So
I hate that.
I know. So
I hate that because it really looks like that.
two Batman kissing. So no, it is a violent to the fucking T. Blood
Nice.
everywhere, blood guts everywhere. Like it's done so well.
Yeah, because Deadpool's is
comically
accidental
right.
violence. Wolverine's
Yeah.
is
Brutal violence.
hatred violence.
Yeah. Heads exploding.
Not hatred, but he's
like-
just an angry motherfucker.
Yeah, so they don't hold back at all. They don't hold back.
Hang on. Since it's a variant Wolverine, he's not sick, is he? Like in Logan. Like he hasn't got the sickness. Oh, he does. So I'm guessing they all have it then. Oh, they don't? Wait,
They don't, no. They're all different.
that's not a spoiler, because he looked pretty healthy.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely healthy in that
He
universe.
he just looked angry. Yeah, because in that one he was going to die either way.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to say anything.
Well, it's not really a spoiler. I'd say if he's sick or not.
There's
like,
reason,
fuck.
no, but there's reason, like, I'll say, there's reason, I mean, when you have a character that you don't, and then you have that character, and there's a reason why you're going to be angry. So.
Well, he's angry because his fucking world just. Fucking. Then again, Wolverine's always been an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Hence why he's
Well, let's just say when you
he is how he is.
when you've never met Deadpool and then you meet Deadpool, I think you're gonna be
yeah.
kind of angry.
Yeah, considering what he tells you.
So he's just like, shut up, bub.
Yep.
It's just slap. It's like, just shut the fuck up. So like
It's
that's
like how
why.
Colossus can't stand Deadpool.
Yeah. So that's kind of like why Wolverine's basically angry the
It's
whole
like how
time.
no one can stand Deadpool.
Spoiler
except for
alert!
Fucking...
That's why Wolverine's angry the whole time of the movie is because Deadpool won't shut the fuck up.
That also could be true.
No,
Because Wolverine's not a big talker.
no, he's not. He's not at all.
And being with Deadpool to save the fucking whatever they're
He's,
saving,
he's,
like
he's never
he
really a
won't
big
shut
talker.
up.
He's never really a big talker when he's like 5'5".
oh, that's gonna be weird.
Like,
Because
he's like
I'm
6
so used to Wolverine being like short. Because when you watch the animations of that, like compared to Cyclops,
I know when you
he's
look at
like
like the actual
skinny.
X-Men cartoon and you see like how short he is, kind of like you see like
and
Cyclops
the
is there and
Midnight
Wolverine's
Suns
like,
game, Wolverine's
yeah.
like this little stocky dude. Like
yeah, it's always funny. Because Hugh's fucking.
everyone but Fox made him small, like the actual live action.
Because he's like Hugh Jackman's what 6 foot? We said 6 something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is about the same as
Okay, there's
Ryan
one thing.
Reynolds.
Okay,
So,
there's
like,
another thing I'll point out there too. There's a few scenes I noticed this watching the movie. I don't want you. I don't
Oh.
want to. I don't want to. Like, it's not spoiling it, but like, I don't want you point looking at it. I mean, you might get yourself distracted because now I've said it. But most of the shots you'll see, I find this funny because when I was watching it, every time they have a shot, there's different shots, but they have like, and you can blatantly see it. Like I feel like they've done it on purpose. But when they have like a lot of scenes with Wolverine and Deadpool next to each other, and especially when they have the wide shot, you can always see when they're standing next to each other, Deadpool's standing on something, so he's always taller than Hugh Jackman. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a running joke they did the whole time, because every time you see different shots, when there's like a pan out shot, you see him standing up on something, and Wolverine's standing like below him, so he's always taller than him. Like, I feel like they're trying to like be funny, like he's always got the high ground over him. Like, it's just not like trying to make him look shorter, it's just
I
like,
just want to ask one question about that movie.
yeah.
This would be classed as a spoiler, I think, though. But Daniel Radcliffe.
A yay or nay? Do we want to know? A yay or nay?
I'm pretty sure he's in there in some form. Like,
Do we want to know? Do you want to know?
Because he's an ex-Wolverine.
Do you want to know?
He is, isn't he?
Yes or no? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I don't care about that kind of fucking spoiler.
He is not in there.
Oh.
But I have a feeling he most probably was.
Or when the DVD comes out, he'll be in like a deleted scene.
Only reason I say this,
because he wouldn't get jacked for no reason, like a Wolverine role. Like he wouldn't get jacked just.
Only reason I say this is I feel like it might have been a last minute change of decision, because there's a lot of variants we see. So they do kind of like the Spider-Man reference where he's looking. We already saw he was looking. He's trying to find Wolverine. We already know he's trying to do that, so he's going to come across different versions of Wolverine. Every time in some of the shots we see him, I notice this because of special effects. Hugh Jackman's face is opposed onto certain bodies, so I feel like they had a different actor, and it didn't go out how they wanted it to. So then they reimposed Jackman's face over that person afterwards.
If it's a tall person, it's not Daniel Radcliffe.
So yeah, because there's a few shots where they had like.
Because he is
like I said,
the
it's
Wolverine.
Not, so like I said, I don't know if that's a spoiler. That's just something I noticed because we already knew there's multiple Wolverines. It's just that so I don't say this is a spoiler. This is more of a breakdown of effects, I guess. It's not really a spoiler because we all know there was plenty of Wolverines, and if you made it this far, I do apologize. But yeah, no, it just every time we saw. I saw in certain shots with certain versions we saw, his face looked like it was imposed on the body afterwards. So it looks like they might have had a version of someone at one point, didn't like the take on it, and then they just put his head on afterwards. So get him to remake up, do it, and then pose his head on because they'd already filmed the shot. So I wouldn't be surprised. Or it was a lot of red herrings where they had Daniel Radcliffe on set, and because it was apparently Daniel Radcliffe was on set, Carl Urban was on set, and there's like a bunch of other actors that were apparently on set. But I'm not saying who was there and who wasn't there, but there's all these rumors of all these different people. Because what do we have? We had who was supposed to be rumored. I'm not spoiling who was there and who's not there, but they said there was supposed to be Daniel Radcliffe, Carl Urban. I think there was Henry Cavill was possibly rumored. There was another actor. Fuck. There was like several different actors. Fuck. There was like 6 or 7 actors they apparently had that was like apparently listed seen on set. That was, possibly Wolverine. But like I said, it might have happened and they might have had him there maybe to red herring people, to tease people, but then actually just that's why they put his face on afterwards, because they always wanted it to be like Hugh Jackman, but for the joke to like throw people off, they might have done that. Like, I don't know, so I don't know, you'd have to watch it to find who's there and who's not there, but that's one that's not there in the end, was no Daniel Radcliffe, I will say that, so. But who was there and who wasn't there, you'll have to find out.
But speaking about Henry Cavill, did you know that he had a thing drop on Prime?
Yes, his movie finally dropped that.
Yeah,
Mysterious,
the World War II one.
Yeah, finally came out. It didn't actually hit cinemas here.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I want to watch that.
And it was
looks
pretty
good.
fucking good.
Oh, you've watched it? Really good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Well,
no,
it's
so,
based on a true story with Churchill's,
yes,
Winston Churchill's
secret
secret
forces.
army
Yeah,
that
secret
he sent
forces.
behind enemy lines. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a kind of interesting.
it's fucking interesting. Like how we get that now. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
weird
fuck he
that-
plays a good British person because he's fucking British.
Mm.
I think I like him better that as an American though. Like he's better British than he's American.
Yeah,
That accent he does is very weird.
I know because he's because what is he? What nationality? Because he is kind
He is
of
British.
yeah, but he has like that. I'm just wondering which region he's from because he has like a accent to his British. Like it's not normal.
Yeah.
Like it's like that base like not basic English. Like it's
I like a Londoner
British,
thing.
yeah. Because it's not poshy, but like it's.
Let me
it's,
let me look.
I'm trying to think what it was because it's very specific like dialect of
Because
his of English.
he used, I think it's his proper accent in this movie, and it's fucking good. Like it just suits him so fucking well.
Yeah, I do want to watch that. I'm really keen to watch that.
Just as Saint Helier, I don't know, but it is pretty good. It's even got Alan Rick. Alan, dude, the fucking big, like he's fucking big. He makes Henry Cavill look small.
Alan Richmond,
Alan Rich. I don't fucking know, but he plays Reacher.
Richards, Alan whatever it was.
Richard,
Richard, something. I know you're talking about. He's the one that everyone wants him to. He wants to be Batman or something like that. He said he wanted to.
Yeah, he could fucking do it too. Like
he plays Reacher.
He could also be Bane, but he's big. Like
he should play Blazkowicz. He should fucking imagine that.
Oh, he's so good.
He could play Blazkowicz. He'd be fucking perfect for it because he's so.
He pretty much
brutal.
did.
Yeah.
He pretty much did. Like
yeah.
He was literally manhandling Nazis with a fucking knife, just like.
That's cool.
Like going ham. But
That's cool.
No, having Henry Cavill like his natural self kind of thing. So fucking good. I mean, it's not the first time he's done that. Like he's played British people before and other stuff, but
he doesn't have to try to put on like
he's American. Like him as Superman, I wasn't like it was good, but it wasn't like set the world on fire. It did, but just because he looked like Superman, really.
Well, that's it.
And
I still kind of find it funny that they got someone that kind of looks like Henry Cavill for Superman, though. It's like
younger.
Yeah, it's so random. Like it's just we don't want you, but it's like we don't want you, but
because I think they're going with they can still use him for future stuff as an old Superman.
Yeah, because what is he? Yeah, Ungentlemanly Warfare. Yeah. What else?
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly
there was
Warfare.
Argyle that came out this year too.
Oh, I do want to watch that. I think he plays British president that too.
Yeah.
I think he does in most of his roles actually, except for like not just Superman and The Witcher. Although there's only a 10-year difference between the two actors, so I don't know. Is that to say that Henry Cavill was aged poorly? There's only a 10-year difference between them.
Oh no! Don't look at his eye. Oh no! Don't look. Okay, no, don't go. Okay.
I saw Henry Cavill in Wolverine, Deadpool. He looks fucking crazy.
I'll say, don't look at his IMDb.
That's how he looked in that Gentlemanly Warfare too.
Yeah,
he has that fucking massive beard.
I was gonna say, don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't look at his IMDb.
Why?
That's
what I'm doing.
It literally says it was the cavalry.
The cavalry.
Spoiler alert, I guess.
Well, not really. You already fucking said it, but ages ago.
The Highlander, Rosie Project, Squadron 42, Oh, it's a video game. Squadron 42. Ryan Enright. He's doing.
Yeah.
There's Enola Home 3. In the Grey.
Oh dang, that Squadron 42 looks sick.
Squadron.
Mark
42.
Hamill's in it.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Star Citizen. Set in the Star Citizen universe.
Got Gary Oldman, Mark Strong. Like fuck me, John Rhys Davis or Davies. Liam Cunningham, Ben Mendelsohn. Like Jesus, Andy Serkis.
That's the only downside though, is like once the movie does come out, when they try and keep it secret, because then you go to like IMDb and it will have fucking everything spoiled for you. So it's kind of like
Right.
you gotta avoid it.
Yeah, but David Cornsworth, like he is 10 years younger than Henry Cavill.
Mm.
He's 30. He's 31. Like
Oh
don't
yeah, so
get
yeah, he
why-
wrote this one too. So yeah, stars.
But you do have to watch that movie though. It's fucking good.
Yeah,
It
I
is a
wanna-
bit long, but
Bit long.
looks
like-
over 2 hours.
It looks like it pace alright.
Yeah. Well, it's based on a true thing, so don't expect nothing too outlandish.
Mm.
Like it is. I did say a few times, like they did that for real.
Oh yeah, don't
Like
don't.
when that one dude just
Oh,
takes out a
God.
whole fucking army. Like I'm like, I can't. But then again, it's like this is based on the true fucking story. Like, bro. Like, because there was Churchill's documents got released in like 2016, so I think from that point onwards they were writing it and getting it all ready to film, and then filmed it. I think they held it for a while.
Mm.
I guess till the right time to release it. Also, speaking about Prime, I saw today there's a Yakuza TV show coming to Prime in October or September.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, it's called Like a
Oh.
Dragon Yakuza. And I hope it's done well, because I like Yakuza. And being live action, like a fucking full TV show, like, bruh. Who cares about the boys? We got Yakuza coming. That's gonna be fucking violent as hell as well. Like, fucking hell.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious. They stuck to that joke way too well. Don't look at the IMDb list at all. I'm telling you that now because you will spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not.
But they
I
stuck to
turned
the
it all
joke.
off.
So they did stick to the joke though, because I was just looking through the cast list, and you know how we got like the pretty boy, which is like what, Nice Pool. In the Deadpool Wolverine, he was in one of the trailers. He has got like the long hair and stuff like that. This is not a spoiler
I
because
didn't
it's
watch all the trailers
oh, well, kind
because
of
they just kept spoiling shit. So I'm
Slight,
like, I just
slight
stopped
spoiler
watching
then.
after
It's in
the
one of the
TV
trailers
show
either
thing.
way, so it's in the trailer. So spoiler for you. Sorry, unfortunately. But in one of the interview jokes, do you remember the interview where Ryan Reynolds interviewed himself? It was or his
That was a long time
his
ago.
twin brother Gordon Reynolds. So they actually made back. They
Never
played
seen
back
it.
on that. They played back on that joke, and Nice Pool is credited to be played by Gordon Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds' twin brother. So like that's kind of funny. They stuck to that joke. That's why I was just looking through the credits. I was like the cast listing. I'm like that's funny. That was Nice Pool played by Gordon Reynolds. I'm like fuck.
Right.
I'm like that's Ryan Reynolds for you. That's fucking hilarious. But like that's like thought and process to keeping.
I
to
am
the
keen to
bit.
see what he does next now, though.
I know, like, what is he gonna do?
But he's been doing more weird shit like Free Guy and shit. So
Yeah, because I wonder. I don't know if he's got.
I hope he goes to DC for a while, just not Green Lantern.
Yeah, well, that's bloody what Fillion at the moment.
Unless he does it again, and then like they kind of like they give a reboot of Green Lantern with him.
What is he doing?
Give him a proper suit.
Has he got anything in the production?
I don't reckon we'd know anything about it yet. Like anything about his new stuff.
I
I think he's doing some weird shit still though.
Stray Kids, Chick Chick Boom. Oh, that's that fucking. What's that? What's that? It's kids that did that song, I think.
That's what I said about all our
Oh no, it's
all our actors getting older, man.
Ghosted.
Let's start doing
He's got
not as
9
intense
upcoming
things.
productions.
Yeah, I saw that.
Father
Yeah,
Mucker.
if. Oh, so I want to see if. Like,
Oh, it's a
when's that
TV
coming out?
series. Oh, he's doing a voice, but it's called Father Mucker. Like motherfucker, but swapped around. Father Mucker. Ryan Reynolds and
Dragon's
Samuel L.
Lair, the
Jackson.
movie, Pokemon. Yeah.
So he's playing Ryan. Oh, okay. So they're playing. There's some TV series, but he's doing a voice. But Ryan Reynolds is playing a character called Ryan, and Samuel L. Jackson's playing a character called Sam.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just saw that. That's all that's there.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon Detective Pikachu sequel rumored.
Oh, fuck!
Everyday parenting tips.
That movie
Clue.
seems weird. Ryan helps take care of Sam, but when a minor mishap causes Sam to become Ryan's primary caregiver, things get weird.
What the hell? Oh, Dragon's Lair. Fuck, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
starring Ryan Reynolds. Still want to see If too.
So
That was
he's doing a
apparently-
lot of weird shit now.
Oh, they're doing a redoing of Clue. That's cool, and he's in it.
Okay, so that Father Mucker is only shorts. Like it's short
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah. But Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman are going to be in the Clue movie. That's the Hasbro movie, like the Hasbro board game. They're doing a new movie on it. There hasn't been one.
I
in
haven't seen the
forever.
original, so
That was like
That's-
forever
that-
ago. It had what, Tim Curry in it from like the 80s. Or
like,
something.
I don't remember.
Boy Band, Mayday, Calamity Hustle, Animal
Jason
Friends.
Momoa and Ryan Reynolds. Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's an animation too. Like, what the fuck?
Animal Friends.
Yeah, he's doing
Aubrey
a lot of animation stuff.
Plaza, Dan Levy, Lil Rel Howie, Jaquamdim, Addison Ray.
So what's that
Alabama.
Dragon's Lair? That must be an animation too.
Yeah, it is. It looks like it's gone into a lot of voice acting stuff then.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's something different for him. Easier.
No, it's not the first time, so.
No, but the fact that he's like a lot of the stuff he's coming in the next few years is all voice acting. Majority of it is.
Hmm.
There's only like 1 or 2 like live action shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, Clue though.
A podcast series
Interesting,
back
that.
from 2021, right? He voiced a character called Santa Claus from a podcast series called The Cinnamon Bear. That's interesting.
The Cinnamon Bear. Fuck's sake.
I guess. What,
No, that's
2021?
interesting. Like, you're doing a lot of VA work.
2021, there was a thing called Meet Brian Reynolds. Apparently,
fuck?
Brian Reynolds. Brian Reynolds explains the life as a lawyer NPC. Oh, it's a short promotion, Xbox and Free Guy. Okay, that's why it's a promo. A Free Guy.
Yeah, no.
Brian Reynolds. Oh, he's a
I
writer. on
might
something.
watch Free Guy again one day.
Such a good movie.
Like, I wouldn't say it's a great movie, but it does have some fucking moments.
Oh, boy. Okay, so he's a screenplay writer on Boy Band. Oh,
Fair
it's
enough.
directed by Sean Levy.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, he does some weird movies. That's why I'm surprised he did Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, that's way left field for him.
Comedy musical. Okay, interesting.
Because I thought they would have picked Tim Miller, who did the first 2 Deadpools, but
Hmm.
I did have to check. I'm like, did Sean Levy do the first 2? And I was like, nope, Tim Miller.
Yeah, because what is... Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
I am
But
sad
yeah.
that is Cable in this movie? If he is, it makes sense because they literally team up at the end of Deadpool 2. Like, they're going the fucking X-Men house together. So, like, they got to be friends still. Like, if he doesn't show up, what the fuck?
You know.
Dang.
Okay, so you got to
Maybe they-
remember... You got to
Maybe they
remember...
couldn't get
Okay,
old, mate.
okay, so basically what... Okay, so you got to basically remember, if you do remember from the end of the second movie, what he does, is remember how he rewound time to save her?
Yeah, but Cable was still there.
He rewinds time and it creates a new arc, basically.
Yeah, but him and Cable walk off together.
So it's a weird... That's... I guess that arc, and then
If
that's
I was like, "Oh, stick around, kid,"
it's weird, twibbly wobbly,
because
timey
Cable did
wimey
that
stuff.
himself.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey nonsense. You'll
Yeah,
watch
well,
the movie,
Cable's
you'll
good at doing
understand,
that.
you'll enjoy it.
Hmm.
It's one of those things with the amount of.
Because Cable kind of carried that second movie a little bit.
Well, it was focused around him anyway. Like that was the point of it.
Mm.
Was it was based about his arc, really.
Yeah, he's too good of a character not to like him and Deadpool are like fucking peanut butter and jam. Like that.
Well, that's the X-Force side of things, so yeah. But this
Hmm.
was like this focus of this movie was Wolverine and Deadpool. Like they're the focus.
They bizarre though. Because
Uh,
they are the X Force in the at the end of the second movie. They're all the X Force.
Then there is.
They kind of
Rex.
just ditched the Deadpool side.
Yeah, basically.
We'll never see it again, which is fucking sad.
I know it's a crazy thing. Who knows? Who knows? In the future, it might come back. Who knows?
No, it won't. At least not that Deadpool or Wolverine. Hugh Jack. Fuck me. It'd be fucking Daniel Radcliffe, I reckon. Like 100%.
Yeah, well, who knows what's going on in the future of
Because he even grew the beard and shit, like,
Mm.
and had the haircut. Like, he's got to be the next fucking Wolverine for the next,
I
like,
know, who
10,
knows?
20 years.
I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, who knows? Did he grow the beard? I don't know.
Yeah,
I seen
I'm pretty sure he did.
saw a lot of fake stuff going around. It's a lot of Photoshop.
And he got fucking real freaking tanky. Like,
I know he was buff for
not
the end of
big,
that.
big,
At
but
the end
like,
of that show he was doing, but I don't know whether.
yeah, like he got big. He got big for the role. So, what's the bet they're filming a fucking thing all freaking ready?
Who knows?
Only time will tell, though. Which
It's hard to say.
I'm keen.
It's hard to say what we're gonna get.
We just need
with
more
this
X
stuff.
Men though. Like we've had Wolverine for 20 years. Give us someone else. Give us a Cyclops. Get James Marsden back. He can fucking do it.
I know it's an interesting take in general. Like,
But he's doing Sonic now though. So
yeah, because he's doing the third one.
yeah,
very
that's
very
out soon
particular.
too.
It's very particular.
I'm keen to see Jim Carrey in this new Sonic. Like because he went fucking real weird in the second one.
Is he back?
If
For
you're
this
gonna go,
one?
yeah, he gets Shadow.
I can't even remember. I thought we.
Shadow's in the third one.
Yeah, I don't remember what goes on this Sonic.
Which because he pretty much initiates that in the end of the second one.
Keanu
He,
Reeves
he,
is right.
he was working on the Shadow project or what the fuck it was. Then Sonic defeats him and he's like, "Well, I'll be back next time
What
with
on the
somebody else."
rocks?
So I watched them recently. And they literally teased that Shadows in the third movie way back then.
Ben Schwartz, Colleen's Tails, Idris Elba's Knuckles, Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
Yeah, that's also a weird
Wachowski
choice.
Waters, Wachowski is James Marsden.
Keanu Reeves' Shadow is going to be
Oh, yeah,
interesting.
you've got Jim Carrey there. Good, he's still there.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik.
Mm-hmm. He kind of carries their movies too, actually. Like him and
That's it. You couldn't really do it with really. Wouldn't be the same.
you can't have Sonic without Robotnik. You just can't.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, because I was very questionable with what they were saying with if he was gonna be it or not. I'm like, you would have to be. You can't have Robotnik without.
He kind of retired while doing Sonic.
I know. That's what I was like. Yeah, because I mean, you can't really. But again, you can't have Eggman without Sonic. Like that's the 2 and 2. It's like having Batman. Well, I mean, we have seen Batman movies without Joker, but it's like having a whole Batman saga without the Joker completely. Like you can't. Like, and when you look at the games, like how many times does fucking Eggman show up? Like every fucking end boss battle.
Yeah, because if there's no Eggman, nothing bad really happens.
Yeah, because every time
Because it's Eggman who does everything.
Yeah, because every time you play, it's like with the Sonic games, every time you get to the boss battle, it's Eggman. There's no one else. It's Eggman in a new machine, in the ship, flying ship, some robotic ship, like tank or something.
It's like
always,
Mario and fucking Bowser.
yeah, it's always Bowser at the end. So,
or Donkey Kong. Depends on the game.
mm,
Because definitely Donkey Kong was the first bad guy before Bowser.
well, that's it. But, um,
I'm still keen for that Mario movie, the sequel. That's a long way away now.
I know.
I'm
I
like, the
should
first
more.
one was so good.
It was good. It was actually good. There's a lot of work goes into it because the animation. Such a like
Yeah,
high detail for what it is. Like there's so much detail that goes into it.
right. Especially for illumination. Like they do
Mm.
the full yard, the full 9 yards.
And like Minions and Gru is one thing. Like they had that specific style for it, but Mario's got like even though it's done by them, it's kind of their style. It's its own style as well. It's specifically like
It's more
Mario.
it's more real than
Mm.
the Minions and Gru because they can just like they're copied assets.
Yeah, and it just feels like that. Theirs feels like even though it's three
Nothing
dimensional,
changes with that. I don't
it
think like it
it
still looks the
just
same as the first
feels
Despicable Me,
yeah. It looks like and feels like a normal
just more
cartoon.
cleaner.
Yeah, but it's just like a normal cartoon. Those are where
Yeah,
Mario was like an actual production. It felt like
and it was an animation.
yeah,
Like it was
proper CGI like
like that was full
animation
on
production.
3D. Like that
Mm.
was.
Because like I saw the last like Despicable Me movie,
I'm never watching them again.
and
I
was
just
good.
can't.
it was good,
I
but like
can't.
it has that certain style to it. So
I get irked by the fucking minions. I just can't.
Garfield was yeah,
Bad.
it was
Good old Chris
it's
Pratt as
alright,
Garfield.
but yeah, it's just Chris Pratt
Chris Pratt's
again.
in everything now though.
Mm.
Because he's not Star Lord anymore, so he's got to do other things.
Find that way to do some stuff.
Well, I think there's new Jurassic World coming with him, so.
Yeah, I think there's that.
Well, that's his biggest thing though. Like really, like he's that Jurassic World stuff.
That's really yeah. Besides him being Star Lord, that was the other biggest thing for him.
Yeah, but I think he's done Jurassic World. He was that before Star Lord, right? That's how he got Star Lord,
I think so.
right? Because there's no way Guardians went longer than
No, I think
Jurassic
Guardians
World.
was beforehand.
Let me have a look.
I think he did Guardians first. I think that's what got him in the roles, I think. Yeah.
And then what?
Because a couple of weeks ago, I ended up watching that recently. I finally watched
Okay,
that
yeah.
bloody...
So it was 1 year fucking difference.
Yeah. But I ended up like recently watching
Guardians was 2014.
Mm.
Jurassic World was 2015.
that. Yeah. Because I recently watched that, was it Tomorrow War? That was the other week. I watched
That's pretty
that.
fucking good.
It was good, but it was kind of funny that we got that, like... I felt like it was like a Jurassic Park reference. We had like the claw, and he was like holding the claw ready to fight the thing, like how he had it between his fingers. I was like, that felt like such a like throwback to like Jurassic Park reference. I was like, that's funny. Oh, I think I got Deadpool. Deadpool, I wanna watch it again.
There is no more Jurassic World coming.
Oh, there is no more.
I don't think.
I
I don't think. At least not on IMDb. Got a lot of weird shit, but not Jurassic World. Unless it's called something else, I don't know. Considering that was it was pretty much Jurassic Park, really. They just didn't call it that.
Jurassic World.
Yeah, because it's pretty much a continuation.
Mm.
You even had what's his name? Jeff Goldblum in it. In parts.
Yes.
As Dr. Malcolm. And they said about the Isla Nubla.
Isla Nubla.
Isla Nubla. Isla Nubla. I'm a whoopsies.
Oh, I'm fucking getting tired. I'm ready to fucking
Yes.
jump into bed.
I was just checking what episode 29, right?
Yeah, 29.
29.
I haven't really got much else to talk about this week, and I am pooped. I'm
I
ready
had
to
a
curl
lot,
up.
but I forgot half of it.
It is what it
Like,
is.
well,
It is what it is.
it is, isn't it? Then on that one, Beardies and Beardettes.
Might as
We
well.
bid you farewell. Not forever, just for this week. Thank you for watching, listening. We appreciate you, as always.
Okay.
We have been Dale and Jim. We'll catch you
Like,
guys next week.
because it's already been like nearly
Bye.
2 hours. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It's like we can either go from being like talking a bunch
Well,
of
I
stuff.
thought you were going to make it like an hour because you said short one.
Well, I mean, it's short. We just kind of rambled on because I got fucking distracted. And but so we can go from talking a bunch of stuff in a short amount of time, or just keep going for forever and just talk a whole bunch of shit for fucking hours. Like,
Right.
it's a trap. Like, we can go either side of it. It's fucked.
It is funny though.